Welcome back. The latest movie to hit the big screen stars Hugh Jackman as a private investigator of the mind. He investigates the world of the past when his life is changed in Reminiscence. Our Matt Perrin shares his take in this Monday movie review.
Welcome to another Monday. We had a couple of new releases this past weekend. The one I went with happened to come in 9th at the box office, but it was a dual release on HBO Max as well, which would tend to skew the numbers. It's been a while since I've seen a movie receive this much hate on the internet, so of course I had to check it out. The cast looked like it could save any flop, so I went in with an open mind, and without any further ado, let's take a look at Reminiscence. Our movie begins in future Miami, where the waters have risen and the heat has made humans a nocturnal species. After a war, people have become despondent and decided to rely on nostalgia to get by. This brings us to Nick Bannister, played by Hugh Jackman. He runs a technology that allows people to relive their memories like they were there. He is thrown for a loop one day when May, played by Rebecca Ferguson, comes in for his help to find her keys. He is instantly smitten, and before long the two become involved. All seems to be going well, albeit a little awkwardly, when May just up and vanishes one day, sending Nick into a tailspin where he lives in his own machine, drinks too much, and ignores work. He manages to make it to a job with the DA's office where they use his tech to find evidence. During the session, he finds a memory of May that sends him on a mission to find her. His partner Emily begs him to stay and let it go, but he will not be dissuaded, and he sets off, and his search takes him from the seediest underground of Miami to the streets of New Orleans. As the movie progresses, the action heats up. Nick must summon his Wolverine powers from his other life to deal with what's ahead. He has to duke it out with drug dealers, corrupt cops, and influential businessmen to reach his acquired goal. The movie jumps back and forth through time and memories, leading us to what was inevitably a huge conspiracy. Was the woman he loved not who she seemed to be? Was he being used the whole time? Will he ever find her? Are there multiple twists that are actually pretty predictable? Are all these questions just red herrings to draw your attention away from the inevitable finale? Even though the answer seems obvious to all, we as the audience either watch with intrigue or roll our eyes and get back to social media on our phones. So, what to say about this one? It has an extremely interesting concept. It's as if they tried to mesh the movie Strange Days, Blade Runner, and a Christopher Nolan movie all into one. The futuristic noir is kind of fun, especially with Jackman as a narrator. I never quite realized how soothing his voice actually is. As I mentioned, this movie was panned online. People absolutely hated it. It's a slow burn for sure. It takes a good while to get into any real conflict or action. The execution of the story is a little sloppy and disjointed at times, especially when revelations are made about a character and you're trying to remember who that was. Once again, the twists are pretty predictable, but all that being said, I didn't hate it like I was supposed to. I actually found myself entertained. Maybe they tried to cram in too much, but I enjoyed all the concepts and the detective work along the way. I really enjoyed the cast and thought they played their roles perfectly. Maybe the chemistry between Jackman and Ferguson was a little off, but it was supposed to be. That was the point of the movie. It doesn't lead to the most uplifting conclusion, but that is foreshadowed over and over with the same dialogue exchange. Definitely not the most subtle of clues. But the message of the movie is relevant. In the simplest of terms, don't spend your whole life looking back. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.